Welcome to our Communiversity today, sponsored by Pendleton Community Bank and Cucumber and Company, a community affairs program from West Virginia Institute of Technology in Beckley, hosted by Dr. T. Ramon Stuart, president of West Virginia University Institute of Technology, working to make a difference in Southern West Virginia. Guest opinions expressed on this program may not represent the opinions of West Virginia University Institute of Technology, Southern Communications, or its sponsors. And now, with today's program, here's Dr. Stewart.
Welcome to our Communiversity today. I'm Dr. Ramon Stuart, president of WVU Tech here in Beckley. And I'm thankful that you chose to be with us today as we explore our Communiversity. As I remind our listeners, I believe that the community is the university and the university is the community. And when we come together, the great things that we produce not only builds us up as individuals, but builds Southern West Virginia up too. And one of those opportunities to build Southern West Virginia is the upcoming WVSSAC State Soccer Tournament, which will bring teams from across this great state, from all 55 counties, to compete to be the top of the top in soccer here in West Virginia. So we're going to explore the upcoming State Soccer Tournament with Andrew Pinnick, who serves as the athletic director at Woodrow Wilson High School. So as always, our goal on our Communiversity today is to answer two questions. Why not us? And why not now? So right after this break, we'll be back with more Our Communiversity today on News Talk WWNR.
Bank with purpose and Golden Bear pride. At Pendleton Community Bank, our WVU Tech Affinity debit card does more than make purchases. It makes a difference. Every swipe supports the William Bill Benn Student Success Fund, helping WVU Tech students facing financial hardships stay on track to achieve their dreams. Show your school spirit and help shape the future, one transaction at a time. Visit yourbank.bank to get started today. Pendleton Community Bank, here for students, here for community, here for you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
There are so many ways to explore WVU Tech. Come tour our state-of-the-art facilities, meet our Dean of Students, and learn about student life, from clubs to mental health resources and student support services. See what living on campus is like and get financial aid advice. You'll see why being a Golden Bear is right for you. Visit wvutech.edu/admissions for all the ways to visit our campus.
This song is dedicated to all the terrible websites out there.
Your website is bad. Whoa, whoa. Thought you knew. Your website is bad. Whoa, whoa. We hate it. Your website is bad. Whoa, whoa. Shame on you. Your website's so bad. Your site's so bad. Your site's so bad. Your site's so bad.
Having website problems? Call now 304-250-0123 or online at cucumberandcompany.com.
Welcome back to our Communiversity today. Again, we're in studio with Andrew Pinnick, who is the athletic director of Woodrow Wilson High School and also a leader for the WVSSAC State Soccer Tournament here in Beckley, West Virginia soon. Andrew, how are you today?
Good.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much for being in studio. It's always exciting to see local people who are engaged in athletics, especially at that high school level. How long have you been at Woodrow Wilson?
I've been at Woodrow for 8 years now. This is my fourth year on the athletic director side of things. So I'm kind of born into the Woodrow stuff and shifted jobs around in the middle of it, and here I am now.
So how does one become the athletic director at a high school?
Man, how I got into it is kind of the not normal. I was the band director at Woodrow for 4 years, and normally you look at it and go, wait a minute here, band director, athletics, that's a completely different wheelhouse. But my whole childhood, I wanted to be a part of athletics. Super fan of football, basketball, love some hockey. So growing up, sports played a huge role in my family. That's what we did on Saturday. That's what we did on Sunday. We watched sports. And I knew I wanted to do something with sports, but my stature does not always lend itself to.
Are you saying you're vertically challenged like
I
me?
might be a little bit vertically challenged. Now that doesn't say that I won't take on somebody on a basketball court any day, and I'll look at a 7-footer and say I can take you, but it wasn't in my cards.
Yeah, you grew up wanting to be like Mike.
Yes,
Sometimes
sir.
I dream that he is me.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, like Mike. If I could be like Mike. I love it. You know, I oftentimes ask my guests where they came from and how they got here, but I've never had anybody have such a change from marching on the field to directing the entire athletic program.
Yep. So band was my way to go to every football game. My mom was, no, you're too small to play football. You're not playing. And I think I could have been Barry Sanders, but that's just me. So my way to get to every athletic event was to be in the band.
So what instrument did you play?
Man, I was a drummer.
Okay.
I played
Snare,
drums,
bass,
snare,
trumpet, what?
well,
Tri-toms, I guess.
I mean, I went to school for music, so I had to learn it all, but my main focus was drums and percussion.
I love it. You know, I could see you on the drum line now with your hat tilted down and that strap in your mouth. I never understood why they don't just put the strap underneath your chin or so, but I'll leave that for another show. But I love it because, again, and one of the things I like when I have guests here, I like to look into your eyes, and I see your eyes lighting up about the band, the coordination, the precision, the execution. And then that builds you and prepares you for actually doing the job you do now. Yeah,
so the all of that stuff plays such a big role in what I do now. Obviously, I'm at an age where being on the field is probably not going to happen. But doing things with excellence and doing things to precision and time management and all of that stuff that went along with that developed my skills to be able to do the job that I do now. And I think I do it at a fairly high level. And so all of the things that I've learned through band and through music and all of that stuff, even thinking outside of the box with a little bit of the abstract stuff of music, has really helped me hone in the skills of athletic directing and athletic administration.
Yeah, I love you talk about the precision, and I know your wife, she actually teaches a course over at WVU Tech, Laura Pinnick, and you all are the owners of Rhythms of Grace, and the work that you all do in the community with style, grace, and precision, even in terms of the dance community, is something that so many people are benefiting from. And I personally love Laura because she has ties to the free state of McDowell County. I think her parents or grandparents grew up there, so I know you got a lovely lady in her and the things that she does and you all do. And and you as the athletic director, been the athletic director for 4 years. What has that been like?
A lot of time commitment to it, but it has been a fun journey of learning new skills of how to manage certain things. In the band world, you're managing a group of kids going from place to place, and you're putting together the show. But now it's managing more adults, the coaches, and scheduling and all of that stuff. It's been a joy to be able to pour into not only the coaches and all of that, but also the kids and seeing them develop. I think that's one of the neatest things about what I do, is seeing a kid develop from freshman year to senior year and seeing that progression and seeing how sports have played a role in their lives and seeing how that takes them from the freshman, the kind of goofy immaturity of just that age, to the mature senior and showing or seeing how the progress of a kid goes, and seeing how our coaches interact with the kids. It's been an inspiration to me. We have 4 coaches of the year this year, so that is a testament to our coaches and how they operate and how they feel about our kids and how they pour into those kids. So it's been a fun time.
Yeah, that's outstanding. 4 coaches of the year. And being from McDowell County, I went to Mountain View High School, and I remember as a little boy traveling up here to Beckley to actually play, the the academies that would come in and everything, the legendary Coach Barksdale. And so I did not realize Woodrow Athletics has still had that strong relationship. And I think there's a little nickname for this town, this city, or Woodrow Athletics, the city of champions.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. And so what, over the years, when you think about that legacy of championships from Barksdale, and I will say, I remember Mountain View High School whooping up on you in football. Okay? Basketball was a totally different story. There was a Sula Serto or Kula Serto or something, and Ryan, I think, was his
Ryan
name.
Serto.
Oak Hill Academy would come in and play, and the only people that could beat them was Woodrow. And then you've had people that have gone on to Division I athletics, and even I think the NBA and the NFL.
Sure.
Yeah. So with that, how does it feel to be the leader of that legacy?
The first word that comes to mind is honor. It's a true honor to honor the past with the excellence that we've had and with the City of Champions and all of the championships that we've had from obviously the basketball stuff, but through the individual ones with golf just a couple years ago. Our wrestling program has always been strong. Our track program, all of it, I consider it a true honor to continue that legacy and to continue the City of Champions moniker as we go forward. It truly is special. It's a special place, and I just keep going back to that word honor because it truly is an honor.
Yeah, that honor, and it's humbling.
Yes, sir.
To be able to embrace and know that notion that to whom much is given, much is expected. And so embracing those expectations. How many sports does Woodrow have?
And we have 19 varsity sports, and in total, we're right around the 30, give or take, with JV and other activities that fall under my leadership. So right around 30 programs of what we're managing.
Yeah, that must be very time consuming.
It's a lot of time.
And everything. So do you go to each one of the events?
I go to most of them. Our administration, we split up some things from time to time, but I make it a point. I want to go to all of them. I want the kids to know that I support them, that they're playing for not just their parents, but like we've talked about, some community stuff, and the community is behind them. And I kind of want to be that face behind that.
Yeah, certainly water conforms to its container, and to see you and know that you travel with a team, but also Principal Ryan Stafford is out there, out and about. He has one of the nicest shoe collections in Southern West Virginia. And just to see both of you engaging with the young people, engaging with the families, is a true testament of how you believe in them and want to see them succeed. Ladies and gentlemen, again in studio with us today, Andrew Pinnick, who is the athletic director of Woodrow Wilson High School. We're going to take a short break. Stay tuned to News Talk WWNR for more Our Communiversity Today.
Bank with purpose and Golden Bear pride. At Pendleton Community Bank, our WVU Tech Affinity debit card does more than make purchases. It makes a difference. Every swipe supports the William Bill Benn Student Success Fund, helping WVU Tech students facing financial hardships stay on track to achieve their dreams. Show your school spirit and help shape the future, one transaction at a time. Visit yourbank.bank to get started today. Pendleton Community Bank, here for students, here for community, here for you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
This song is dedicated to all the terrible websites out there.
Your website is bad. Whoa, whoa. Thought you knew. Your website is bad. Whoa, we hate it. Your website is bad. Whoa, shame on you. Your website's so bad. Your site's so bad. Your site's so bad. Your site's so bad.
Having website problems? Call now 304-250-0123 or online at cucumberandcompany.com.
Looking for the best college decision in West Virginia? WVU Tech has just been ranked the top school in the state and is the college with the best return on investment. Our 6 ABET accredited engineering programs and nursing program are ranked in the top 100 in the nation. When you become a Golden Bear, you're choosing a top quality education that will pay off. Discover more at wvutech.edu today.
Welcome back to our Communiversity today. Again, in studio is Andrew Pinnick, who is the athletic director of Woodrow Wilson High School. And he's here to talk not only about Woodrow Wilson High School athletics, but also the WVSSAC State Soccer Tournament. Now, when I think about the State Soccer Tournament, I cannot help, Andrew, but, thinking we talk about cities of champions and that kind of stuff. Well, just this time last year, a new championship banner was actually hung at Woodrow Wilson High School, and that was for soccer. So congratulations to you and the entire Woodrow Wilson soccer team for being the AAA West Virginia SSAC State Soccer Tournament reigning champions. That was an excellent event. I was out there. The energy was electric and, just exciting. But that tournament comes back this year. Tell us about the WVSSAC State Soccer Tournament.
Yeah, Beckley won the bid again, so it'll be here for 4 more years.
Let's talk about this bid, okay?
Okay.
Tell me the process of bidding to bring the soccer tournament, because it was here before. How long was it here before?
It's been here for over 20 years. There were a couple years in its infancy that it moved around a little bit, but by and large, its home has been Beckley.
Well, and I think that's an important concept, because one of the reasons why we can always say that tournament needs to be in Beckley is there's no other place in the state of West Virginia that has the facilities or the amenities of Paul Klein Park.
Sure.
And that's through our Communiversity partner, the YMCA. Tell us a little bit about the soccer fields at Paul Klein.
Yeah, so they've got 2 turf fields with stadium seating. And I don't know of any other stadium or any other soccer field in the state, minus the universities, Marshall and WVU, that have that ability. So it is truly the perfect setup for the state tournament to be here. And the YMCA are great partners with us to have that facility out there. They keep it top notch. I know we have they've just put out new LED lights on the 2 stadium fields, so the parking is great. It's a fantastic facility. So kudos to the YMCA for keeping it that way and allowing us to come in to use it.
Well, certainly, and I know the Klein family would be very, very happy to see their namesake and legacy being used to host this tournament and bring people from around the state. Now, you talk about doing the bid. What was the bid process?
So there's some bid specs that the WVSSAC will send out of what does your stadium seating look like, how many parking spots are there, proximity to major interstate highways. So that it takes into account a little bit of the geography, a little bit of the infrastructure that you have, and then, of course, the financial side of it. What can you financially host this tournament?
Now, the finances are big, and I know that you all have been engaging in some fundraising. Mm-hmm. Tell me about those fundraising efforts.
So Dave Larraba and Joe Bevel have been on a tear, man, of fundraising. They've been doing a great job of raising funds throughout the city, throughout the area, to raise funds for it. So what we have to do on our end is we've got to provide hotel rooms for all of the officials, all of the SSAC executives, for the trainers and any staff that comes in. We have to raise the money for their hotel rooms. We feed every player after every game. We feed all of the volunteers, and we feed all of the executives that come in. So there's an inherent cost that goes along with it to have the tournament here or anywhere for that matter. So the financial side of it is done by boots on the ground fundraising.
Yeah, and I encourage our listeners to check out our website where we have more information on how you can donate. I know sponsorship levels are as little as $100, but if you want to write $1 million check, you'll take that too.
We'll gladly take it.
I love it. So you talked about bringing the state tournament here for the better part of 20 years. You talked about the bid process, having access via the interstates, hotel, motel, food. What impact do you think bringing this tournament to Southern West Virginia has on Southern West Virginia?
I think it's huge, not just on the financial side of it, but to see this area, how beautiful it is. This area is a great place to come and visit, but it does have a financial impact on a lot of things. Hotel rooms are full, lines at restaurants are long, so the economic impact that it has on businesses is always a good thing. It's a positive thing for those business owners, but for the people that come in too, I mean, they get to see a wonderful, beautiful area of the world.
Yeah, and when you think about it, the B&O taxes that we would get to generate economic impact and revenue, I'd be anxious to see if West Virginia's economist, John Deskins, from up at West Virginia University, would come down and his team to actually study the economic impact, because when you look at the tournament, you look at the amount of people that come from around the state, the amount of people that need to stay here, that need to eat here, that need to play here, that should have a substantial impact on the particular area. Now, talking about the tournament, I was reading something the other day that the tournament has changed. And, Woodrow is the Class AAA WVSSAC State Soccer Champions, but they can't be that this next year. Okay, so what changes have been made in the tournament?
Yeah, so with the shift of the SSAC to 4 classifications across sports, depending on how many schools have those programs, they expanded the tournaments from 2 classes last year, which would have been single A and double A together, and triple A by standalone. Now it's single A and double A together, and triple A and quad A have been separated.
So now Woodrow, would it still be triple A, or is it going up to quad A?
We're in the quad A division.
Okay, so I was right that Woodrow cannot.
That's correct.
Repeat as the triple A champion.
There will be a new triple A champion, and hopefully Woodrow will be the first quad A champion.
I love it.
Of the state of West Virginia.
Now, with that, other high schools are in Raleigh County, or any of the other high schools in Raleigh County, will they be in AAA still?
Shady Spring will be in AAA, and they stand a really good chance to make it. Other local schools down in Greenbrier County, Greenbrier East, is AAA, and their girls and boys both have a really good shot at making it. So
we have a great chance of being the region of
yes,
champions
sir.
Here in Southern West Virginia.
Yes, sir.
I love it. And so this expansion to this quad A, which you had single A and double A together, then triple A. Now you have triple A and quad A. What does that do to the level of soccer here, and just the overall impact of the teams being here?
I think you're going to see more teams from maybe further away coming in. How the regions are set up on the level before the state tournament. How those are set up, at least in the quad A, you've got the southern region and you've got the northern region, and you'll send 2 teams from both regions to the state tournament. So I think you're going to see a little bit more parity as far as where schools are coming from with regional representation, which I think is never a bad thing.
But how are you going to fit all of that into the current schedule?
So we've expanded the tournament from a 2-day tournament to a 4-day tournament to make sure that the structure of the tournament itself somewhat stays the same. It's just expanded by days.
Yeah, and so in that instance, businesses, hotels, restaurants, and stuff can benefit more from the expansion of the tournament.
Yep. So last year it was on a Thursday and a Saturday. This year it'll be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So hotels have the opportunity to fill those rooms for an extra 2 nights. Restaurants definitely packed for another two nights. Instead of 2 nights, it'll be 4. So I think the economic impact is going to, we hope, double.
Yes, excellent. So for our listeners that may not have had the experience that I had last year of going and watching, and I mean, it was an amazing match, if I'm not mistaken. It came down to like the last 30 seconds or so on the pitch that Woodrow actually won. With that, what would our listeners expect to encounter coming out to the WVSSAC State Soccer Tournament?
4 days of extreme excitement. If you've never been to a soccer game, it is so emotional. It's everything that you want out of a sporting event. There's emotion. There's the physical side of it. It's just an exciting tournament. And the quality of play is phenomenal. From the single A and double A teams that are giving everything that they've got to the largest teams this year with quad A. It's a spectacular event.
Give me a prediction. Is Woodrow Wilson going to be the first quad A state champion?
Man, all those soccer people are a little bit. They like the superstition stuff.
Okay,
so
that sounded like a politician answer there, but
I'm going to predict that Woodrow Wilson High School is the first quad A champion.
I love
soccer
it.
In the state
I
of West
love it.
Virginia.
Say it with your chest again. Andrew Pinnick in studio, ladies and gentlemen, talking about the WVSSAC State Soccer Tournament. We're going to take a short break. Stick with News Talk WWNR as we close out this edition of our Communiversity Today.
Bank with purpose and Golden Bear pride. At Pendleton Community Bank, our WVU Tech Affinity debit card does more than make purchases. It makes a difference. Every swipe supports the William Bill Benn Student Success Fund, helping WVU Tech students facing financial hardships stay on track to achieve their dreams. Show your school spirit and help shape the future, one transaction at a time. Visit yourbank.bank to get started today. Pendleton Community Bank, here for students, here for community, here for you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Discover WVU Tech right in your backyard. With 6 ABET accredited engineering programs ranked among the top 100 for engineering and nursing nationwide, WVU Tech offers the best return on investment in West Virginia. Our small, supportive campus is home to high-demand programs in fields like hospitality and culinary, chemical forensics, and the only 4-year construction management degree in West Virginia. Learn more about all the exciting things happening at Tech at wvutech.edu today.
This song is dedicated to all the terrible websites out there.
Your website is bad. Whoa, whoa. Thought you knew. Your website is bad. Whoa, we hate it. Your website is bad. Whoa, shame on you. Your website's so bad. Your site's so bad. Your site's so bad. Your site's so bad.
Having website problems? Call now 304-250-0123 or online at cucumberandcompany.com.
Welcome back to our Communiversity Today. I want to thank my guest today, Andrew Pinnick, for joining us and talking about not only his role as the athletic director of Woodrow Wilson High School, the reason that we call Beckley, West Virginia, the city of champions, whether it be champions in basketball, track, wrestling, or football, an institution or a high school that have sent people to the NBA, sent people to the NFL. Again, just the city of champions. But you have to be a champion to be able to bring, for the past almost 20 years, a statewide tournament like the WVSSAC State Soccer Tournament. And looking forward to having the tournament come here, not only because of the outstanding competition from the northern part of the state to the eastern panhandle, all the way down here to southern West Virginia. We're going to be able to build up our Communiversity because we're going to show people exactly who we are and what we do. So please visit wwnrradio.com for additional information about the WVSSAC State Soccer Tournament and how you can help build our Communiversity today for a brighter Southern West Virginia tomorrow.
You've been listening to Our Communiversity Today, sponsored by Pendleton Community Bank and Cucumber and Company, a production of West Virginia University Institute of Technology and Communiversity partner, Southern Communications in Beckley. For more on this program and contact information, visit our website at wwnrradio.com.